Hello guys, welcome to Healthy Living with Vincent, Healing by Design. Today I'm going to be talking about a condition called fibroids in women. Now, a lot of women are going through this condition, so I'm going to do a comprehensive video. Now, this is going to be the part 1 of the video, where we are going to talk about what is a fibroid, what causes fibroids, and then we will finally talk about the symptoms of fibroid. And then in part 2, I will be discussing fully the remedies. So I'm splitting this video into 2 to firstly talk about the condition, and then secondly we will dive into the remedies in another video. Now, what is a fibroid? What is a fibroid? Now, another name for fibroids is the uterine leiomyomas, which is a non-cancerous muscular tumor that occurs normally within the uterus. Sometimes it does occur outside of the uterus. Now, about 80% of women who are aged 50 years and above will suffer from this condition. Some women start as early as 35 years to start experiencing the condition of fibroid. Now, in fibroids, women develop a muscular tumor within the uterus. Now, initially, it can be as small as a grape. Now, it could grow then to about an orange size, and then it can advance to as big as a watermelon. Now, initially, most women do not feel any symptoms at all because it is very, very little. But when it starts to grow, when it starts to push against other organs, they begin to experience symptoms. Now, in the early stages, there is going to be heavy bleeding. Most women will start to experience heavy bleeding when they are having their menses as a classical sign of possibly fibroids growing within the uterus. Now, what really causes fibroids? Now, in the medical world, the cause is unknown, but we as herbalists believe that a possible imbalance in the hormonal constitution of a woman can contribute to the development of fibroids and many other conditions associated with it. Now, for most women, a woman should have a balance between their estrogens and their progesterones. Now, these are major female hormones, basically the hormones that makes you a woman. Now, if for any reason you do not have a balance in your estrogen and progesterone, you can develop a fibroid, especially when the estrogen levels are far higher than the progesterone levels. Now, estrogens makes things to grow. So when you have fibroids, which is a growing condition in the uterus, estrogen can be the cause. Now, most women with fibroids, when tested, when a saliva test is done, it is realized that their progesterone levels are very, very low and their estrogen levels are very high. Now, what could be contributing to this imbalance? Now, stress is one major cause of women who experience an imbalance in their estrogen and progesterone. Number 2, toxins within the system. Heavy toxins in the body is also causing this condition in women. When we have too much toxins, you could have estrogen levels going higher than progesterone levels. Also, the food that you are eating. sugar is a xenoestrogen. A lot of chemicals in your perfumes, in your antiperspirants, the deodorants that you are using, the air freshness that you are inhaling from your car, in your houses, all these things are xenoestrogens, the ones found in plastics, food packaging, the estrogens within the milk that you are drinking, and a host of things around you, the pesticides that are found on foods, on fruits that we eat when we don't wash them very well. All these things have the potential of causing women to go into what I call estrogen dominance. And when they go into this state, they begin to experience growing conditions like fibroids, like endometriosis, PID, so many conditions. Some even have estrogen positive breast cancers. Anything that is growing is caused by estrogen most of the time in women. Now, progesterone, which is a single hormone, is the one that keeps estrogen in check. Now, when you are stressed, progesterone can be employed by your body to help you manage the stress. And when this happens, the estrogen levels goes out of sync with the progesterone, and that can lead also to fibroids. So stress, the foods you are eating, the environmental toxins, and all the things, chemicals that are found within food and the packaging of food are all contributing. The cosmetics you are using, the SLS within the soaps you are using, all these things are contributing on a daily basis to a situation where you begin to experience an imbalance within your hormones. Now, there are other things that can be implicated. Perhaps we could talk about genetic factors, we could talk about the vascular system, and other things that could also be implicated when it comes to the incidence of fibroids. Even people who have diabetes, women with diabetes, can have the tendency of quickly developing fibroids. And so fibroids is simply or mostly caused by an imbalance within the hormones. When these women are tested, we have seen that their estrogen levels are not in sync with their progesterone. And so that has given us the clue. So, what are some of the symptoms of this condition? Heavy bleeding, which I have mentioned earlier on, during menstruation. Most women will have cramps and pains during the time of their menstruation, backache. A lot of women experience bloatedness. Why? Because as the fibroids grow, it pushes against the GI tract and causes digestive problems that leads to accumulation of gas within their stomach or within the GI tract, and that leads to bloatedness. As the fibroids expands, it can push against the bladder, and that can also make the bladder uncomfortable, and they will begin to experience frequent urination. And so these are some of the classical symptoms of people who are going through fibroid growth in their uterine wall. Now, in the next video, I am going to be talking about how to remedy the situation. Now, if we know what the cause is, if we know that it can be from the foods we are eating, if we know that it could be from the toxins that is within our body, if we know that it could be because of stress, if we know that our lifestyle, the sugar and everything else that we are eating is all leading to a situation where our estrogen levels is out of sync with our progesterone, then it will be wise to then look at how to remedy it from the very cause of the condition. If we also know that it's a muscular tumor, then we will have to start looking at remedies that helps to maintain the integrity of the linings within our body and also the smooth muscles within the body. There may be certain nutrition that will be needed by all these areas in our body, even our immune system, to be able to help combat the condition. So I have given you the various reasons why a woman can have a fibroid. And if we tackle the problem from the root cause, then we are likely to mitigate it or stop it or shrink the fibroids right from the root cause. So in my next video, I will be looking at what we need to change, which I have mentioned some of them already, like stop eating sugary things if you have fibroid. It's a must. Sugar is not your friend. Your lifestyle may need to change, stress. Lots of women are stressed. Lots of women are trying to keep their homes. They are trying to go to work. They are trying to manage a husband. They are trying to... So many things can add up to stress a woman so much that you could have a situation where your hormones are out of whack. And so, these are some of the lifestyle changes you may need to make. But then, more especially, we are going to look at the specific nutritions. We're going to look at the supplements that you may need to be adding to the nutrition to bring about a total shrinking of the fibroid. So, we look at the lifestyle, we'll look at the nutrition, specific ones, the target nutrition, and we'll be looking at the supplements that you need to take to shrink the fibroid. If you have a fibroid, don't worry, because there is a solution for you. A lot of women have shrunk their fibroids successfully, and you will not be the least out of them. You will shrink your fibroids, and I promise you, if you follow everything I'm going to be teaching in my next video, you will see your fibroids finish. So on this note, I will stop this video for now, and I'll come again with part 2 of fibroids, where I'll be looking at the remedy, how to solve the problem. I hope you have enjoyed this video. I hope it's been educative to somebody who is suffering from the condition, and I believe that you will not keep it to yourselves. You share it to your friends so that they can learn about what is really causing the condition that they have, which is fibroids. I'll see you in my next video. I wish you guys all the best. Please like and share, and I will see you. Shalom. Bye-bye. Bye.